Hello, everybody. Welcome back to technically day 15, but part 20, I think, on YouTube of Factorio Space Age. I haven't streamed in a couple days, and I have played for the last few days, but I've done nothing of note, honestly. The biggest change that happened is I expanded my copper plate production, so now it's actually all the way backed up. Copper plates were really a problem on making green chips, and I expanded that out, and now we're making a lot of green chips. I also spent quite a bit of time unblocking and reblocking spaceships. Like, I feel like the goal is to get science semi-automated on Fulgora and Volcanus. Over on Fulgora, the line really gets backed up, and you can see it's backed up right now. So a lot of what I've been doing is trying to get this unblocked as much as I can without actually coming to this planet. I didn't want to come back here. And right now it's moving. It's still going. We're still making science, but it's a bit of a problem. But even still, we're gonna ignore the Fulgora problem. Oh, another thing I did is I have uranium fuel cells prepared for our ship. We're gonna make a ship using nuclear power. I also set up a robo network, so we actually have access to all of the fuel cells we ever make. Talking about all the fuel cells we ever make, we have so many. We have so many stored up. This has really kicked off. This setup has really been working. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased with it. So we've got a lot of fuel. I don't know how nuclear fuel and power works, so maybe it'd be good to just do that on this planet before I try and do it on a spaceship. So really quickly, let's just put down a nuclear reactor. Just run up here and get it set up. So it looks like it will output heat into a heat exchanger. And this heat exchanger would need water. Needs water and steam. And then some heat pipes, potentially. Let's just see what this is. It looks like that is a heat pipe, so it connects right there. So I could put it right next to it. And then it would need water, and it would output steam. And that steam could go to a steam turbine. And this would make 5.8 megawatts of power. How much would this make? 103 a second of steam? And this uses 60 a second. So this can power that, as long as we have enough water going to this. And so if I dump a singular fuel cell into this, let's just see what it starts doing. Well, it won't do anything because we don't have water hooked up. Okay, let's pick all this back up. And then let's run over to our water and hook it up to our power line and just see what happens. So we're going to say this will hook it up the exact same way. So that comes into here. We can put a pipe of water directly into that. And then that steam turbine can go here. Unfortunate. We can have it just go here and then hook it up with some more pipes. Okay. So just to watch how it works, let's dump this in. And it heats up. Okay, it takes a while to heat up. And so my guess is that's what they meant by having multiple next to each other. Heat output increases when built next to other reactors. Okay, this heat output, we are going to then have spent, like, depleted uranium fuel cells. And depleted uranium fuel cells, I believe, I can then turn back into some uranium and try to turn them into, turn it back into fuel cells one day. But the way it is right now, this temperature is too low. And this needs 500-degree steam. So I don't know if this is going to be really efficient to power a spaceship with nuclear power. Like, we could have multiple reactors, but I did notice that the fuel cells, where do I find it? I guess I can just, like, and then search. Here it is. These things have a rocket capacity of 10. So I have to fire a rocket for every 10 uranium fuel cells. I wonder, though, if this doesn't go down quite as fast if the temperature is all the way up. Like, once it gets up there, if it's really efficient. Let's see. The temperature is climbing. Once we get to 500 Celsius, I think that's the magic number, but it might just keep going. It does keep going. And now the output is 2.5, 2.6. This is probably still going to keep going down because I wonder if this just, like, hooked up to that. That's probably close enough to make it. Let's go get another fuel cell and see what happens. Two fuel cells. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens with start producing electricity power by nuclear power plant. Cool. I want to see if the fuel goes down less quickly once the temperature's all the way up. And I know that I could do multiple reactors to make the power, like the heat, go up faster. And it is using how much water a second? 2.2 a second? That's not bad at all. Our steam turbine is making so much power, actually, compared to all the steam engines. This might be a way more efficient use of power, honestly. Can I get a buffer chest? A requester chest. I guess a buffer chest is maybe what I want more, but I'll do a requester chest. Okay, once this gets all the way up there, is this gonna go slower? That's outside the network. Where's the roboport? We need another roboport. Can I have 100 steel? I probably have to run inside the orange area for them to go get it. Okay, it's at 1,000 degrees now, so when I go back, we'll see if it's going as fast. Give me 50 red chips as well. I don't want to handcraft the chips. Cool. Another roboport, we'll just throw it up here. We probably want it to be connected to as many as we can. There you go. It's powered. The fuel definitely depletes more than I would have hoped. Can I request these and have 50? And this is gonna have to come out as well. So we want you, and you should only grab the depleted ones. And for now, we'll just put that in a storage chest. And we can figure out what to do with the depleted uranium later. And then let me grab some flying robot frames. I'm locked in here. Flying robot frames are right over here. I don't have them put into a chest, do I? I don't. But I can do this. I want to make a whole bunch more logistic robots. And so we're going to do that really quick. I am handcrafting a bunch of crap, but I just want to put more logistic robots in the network because we are low on logistic bots. And right now, we have a troop of bots making their way down here to pick up some uranium fuel cells to feed the power to my base. And I wonder, I could probably cut all of this off and I can power my entire base with nuclear power now. So let's see. Constant consumption, 40 megawatts. The output... Okay. I want to see now what happens when I put another nuclear reactor down. We are going to take a lot of red chips, and I apologize to the network. I guess we might as well just have this be a full box, right? I'm doing the same thing over here. We might as well be crafting red and green chips and have a full box of them. It's good to have a backup. What's the other stuff I need? 500 steel. $500 concrete. It's up here. And what's the last thing? 500 copper plates. I imagine I have a copper plate box somewhere. I do, I just don't know where it is. Copper plate box. Okay, I'm just gonna say I want 500. And we'll see where they go. Oh, right there. We've got a copper plate box. Okay. And then we'll make a nuclear reactor. And I don't need that. We are still making a bunch of logistic robots. And that's because we have so many construction bots. I don't have logistic bots automated because I need red chips and I didn't want to use red chips. We are handcrafting a whole bunch of stuff. My face is blocking it right now. But if we go back up here to the nuclear power plant I just made, it is out of power and its temperature is dropping. I could put some in by hand for the moment. I think we have some bots running to get it. And so the temperature is going to go back up. Where are the bots? I feel like I should be able to see them on the map. Here they are. They're having a rough go of it because they tried to cut directly in and they had to float that way. So maybe I should put another like RoboPort over here somewhere so they can charge on the way up. They can charge here, so that's good. So yeah, that should be the last one I have to put in by hand. Probably. I don't want to hold this. There you go. Yeah, we're not going to run out of fuel cells any longer. Oh, you can put a whole bunch in here. I didn't even know that. Once they're done with their deposits, I'm going to dump a chunk more in. Okay. It'll probably be another, what is it, 6 seconds? A minute for the red circuits to be done that I'm handcrafting, and then we'll power through all the logistic bots that I have queued up. Another thing I did is I went through and I put a whole bunch of productivity modules on a lot of our stuff. I tried to increase my output of blue science because that was really low. I didn't really increase it that much. I put a whole bunch of productivity modules in here, including productivity 2. We did 1s and 2s split across all of it. I also made a buffer, though, of blue science and yellow science so that we have whatever we want to research. Talking about that, because I've been here for a while, we have a lot of science backed up. We have a whole Fulgora science line, and probably 2,000 Fulgora science on planet, and another like 600 on. And we have to keep rotating this because this needs batteries, but if the batteries get backed up, they block the line. That's the most inefficient thing of this so far. And look at this. The line is completely open, so we have not. I think we're good. Are these things still mining? They are. I need to get red miners to this place, but I mean, we're fine. I need to get rid of the quality modules here. I think they're really messing stuff up. But everything that makes it to those boxes gets unloaded now. So I think that we are in a pretty good spot, honestly. We're making some Fulgora science. It's not efficient at all. But we are. I think we're doing okay. Talking about Fulgora science, this thing is waiting either until the ammo drops below 700 or it picks up Fulgora science and then it'll go home. And then it needs to wait for everything to be stocked back up. So we're good here, and this has 89 more repair packs, so every so often the thruster gets hit by an asteroid, but it'll fix it up. So this is safe here for a long time. We also have this guy who I have currently just hanging out. It really should. I'm going to dump this, and we're going to have it go back and pick up the purple science. I think we're going to have enough space for it, because we're going to dump all this, and then we turn this around. Another thing I was doing is I started to plan out my spaceship, which is very much a work in progress right now, but I just want to make it as a ghost first and then figure it out. What I'm seeing so far... Oh god, we need to make another cargo bay. How much is that? 1 blue? Give me a single blue. Whatever, we bought more than a single blue. Okay. And that's another thing we're handcrafting, but we're almost done with the robots. I'm so sorry, I just hit the mic with that glass. Okay. Dump logistic bots in. We're making another 40 more, and then I'm going to put down a nuclear reactor here next to this to make it probably more efficient. There you go. All done with that. Make another nuclear reactor. And so we can go ahead and do this. And that can put it into the reactor, which I just crafted. And so this has an output 80 megawatts now. So how does that... I'm confused. So it has a constant consumption of 40 megawatts, but an output of 80. So did it... It doesn't look like the power went up. Oh, but the fuel cell consumption went... It's a lot slower. No, it's not. It's not. I'm confused about the situation here. Can I make a second steam turbine? So let's see. This is consuming... I could probably do another steam turbine. And we're going to double the power coming from nuclear. This is making 60 of 103. These are only consuming half of what they could consume. I'm confused. I'm not really sure how the power works, because it's producing 5 megawatts. It was doing 2.9, now it's up to 5. And these things, the steam engines are reducing the amount of energy they have to make. Just mathematically, it looks like this thing could only cover like 2 steam turbines. But I don't know if that's true. Okay, let me put this back in. And also put down a cargo bay. I got distracted. do I have to connect it to that? I probably do, right? There you go. That's a lot of space. And Volcanus escape pod is coming back with all the science, and it already had mining drills on it. Cool. Will this even request? It will request the purple science on its own. Let's get something researching. I was looking and I don't know what to research first. Lightning collector is good literally only on Fulgora, and I'm not going back to Fulgora I mean, I might go back to Fulgora, but I don't want to do my research on that. Probably we want to do mining productivity, right? But rail support foundations also really only help on Fulgora. Mech armor. That's 5,000 science. I don't have 5,000. Tesla guns. I think we're just going to do a personal roboport and carry more robots. I think that's what I'm going to do first. So, we will research that. What do we do with the depleted uranium cells? Those go... Okay, we just got some more purple science back from Volcanus, so that's good. And our science production is back up and running. Oh, we're getting more purple science. Oh, we must have received some space science. Yeah, we get space science every so often. Okay. I think that this is... Oh, my power is going up. Oh, is it like, does it go up as my needs go up? So like the labs just kicked in, and so now I'm generating more power because I need it. I think that might be what's happening. So adding more here is not a good idea. I still don't really understand the output power. Output of 80 megawatts. I could probably have multiple of these off of that, actually. That must be what it is. Because this has a max consumption of 10, and I'm making 80. So I could probably completely replace all of this. Heat exchangers. If we make 2 heat exchangers and 4 steam turbines, I'm just gonna test my theory really quick. I just made 2 heat exchangers, and I should be getting copper plates, and I'll make the steam turbines. I'll probably need some heat pipes as well. My guess is that we want the heat pipes to travel not a very long distance. And also, can you give me some, like, 200 pipes? So, do I delete these? I might delete the boilers and go heat exchangers. Well, no, these lines have to go. Okay, let's think this through. There has to be a good layout for this. These heat exchange lines go here. So honestly, these going up is the problem. They should go out. Okay. Temporary reduction. Goodbye. We are going to put down 2 more. Get rid of these pipes. And then do steam turbines like this. We'll put this back down. We can power. Oh, I might need a pipe in the middle, like I did before. So we can do the same setup of like this. And so we've got low temperature. There you go. And we don't need those. Okay, low temperature. And it's because you're not hooked up to heat. Okay. And so now that heat, 2 more. And so now let's see what is going on. Look at this. Oh my god. The steam turbines, their power output wow, the assembling machines take a lot of power. That's only 8 green assembling machines, and they are really using a lot. Centrifuges are too. Wow. But we are also generating a ton of power. So these things are actually outputting close to max. Is it because they're all... No, this steam is not connected. Well, their output steam is very similar. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it's working. So these are all consuming 10. So we could do another line. Hold up. We're doing it. We're like going full... I think I'm going full nuclear power on this base. I need to make 2 heat exchangers. I just made... So let's put the steam turbines down. So we can go here and here, and then we can do another one with a pipe in the middle. We're gonna want that. So we can have a pipe here. Oh, I'm really... getting swarmed by bots here. Made a heat exchanger, and then we're gonna want these things, and we can take this line to there. I think, is that gonna be enough, or does it need to be there? We'll figure that out. More copper plates, please. Why are you all dispersing? Are you dispersing to charge? Is that what's going on? Okay, I don't think that connected, but I'll try. Yeah, I think I need one more. There you go. Okay. This is 2 reactors. 80 megawatts. We are using 60. We're using 60 megawatts. Oh, this needs to have an output. I forgot. Same thing here. There you go. We'll have to figure out what to do with these outputs soon. We honestly have not gone through that much uranium fuel cells. Do these things lose heat the further they go? It looks like they do, but we're still fine. 5. We could make 3 more lines like this, and then we'd be... Oh, this electric network is not even connected. Like, this is making as much as all of my other steam engines. I think we can research a technology using electromagnetic science packs. Look at that. I don't know what the next science I want is. Braking force just lets my trains go faster for longer. I think we probably want inserter capacity. Okay. I feel like I need to really commit to this. Let's go back to that copper plate box and just pick it up myself. I don't need bots to do it for me. It's down here. What do we need? We're gonna make 3 more heat exchangers and 6 more. So 200, no, 300, 600. So this we need... Actually, wait, that's not right. Oh, it might be right. And we'll need a bunch of these. Steel plates. Okay. We should be good. Let's run back up there. We're crafting them now. There's a chance I can deconstruct this whole steam engine plot. and just use this to power my base. Like it makes so much power. Steam turbines are generating a lot of power, but I don't think we need this much power. I guess it isn't hurting anything. I'm playing on peaceful, so I don't need to be like super efficient on this. I guess we just do this again. Is that working? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We need one more. No, stop. I didn't want to make more of those. There you go. And we have so much power possible. Oh, steam turbines are the blue now. These things can have so much power output. 128 megawatts here. And these things are almost at their max production. No, I don't think that's how it works. I mean, let's just take these down. We don't need to be doing anything with these. This is just using coal that we don't need to be using. Huh. Well, nuclear power is kind of insane. I no longer feel like it's using a lot of fuel for how much power I'm getting from it, so that is great. I see why people, like, 30 hours ago in my playthrough were saying I should do nuclear power. Cool. Okay. Let's do the thing that I actually was going to do when I started the stream. I got distracted by nuclear power. How is this doing? We have this still. I mean, we might as well just dump it and go back. Get some more purple science. Let's start planning this. I have stopped thinking that nuclear power on a spaceship is correct. So now I need to figure out how to power this without nuclear power. And I'm just gonna open this so it stops flashing at me. Powering this without nuclear power would be probably steam, and we do have ice, and we can make ice into water. And we're gonna have to do that anyways for the fuel system. So let's think this through. I think it's a chemical plant, and this can melt ice, and then it can consolidate to steam. But so once we have water, I want to put some things down here. Then we can make a boiler, right? And a boiler consumes 6 water a second. and it can use carbon as a fuel. So this could do something like that. The pressure is too low. And this needs 500 degrees Celsius steam. How do I do steam power in space? Do I need it to be nuclear? I feel like nuclear power in space is so inefficient. 10 fuel cells per rocket? Like, we wouldn't run out of power as long as we had fuel cells, but... So the problem that I'm trying to figure out... Like, I already have an issue on Fulgora, where the solar power is 20%. Over here, it's 1%. Over here, it's 50%. And, like, once you get out here, how do you get power to your spaceship? It's... I don't know if you do. So... That's what I'm trying to build this thing to be immune to needing solar power. And if we have water, we should be able to make steam. So let me just look really quick. It is generated by either the heat exchanger or the boiler. So if I am doing steam power on a ship, it has to be nuclear. Unless there's a way to get things really hot. In space? But space is going to be cold. I think space would be really cold. What is this? Fluorine and ammonia? I imagine that has to be the planet I haven't been to. Okay. So maybe we do just do a full nuclear reactor in space? But then we could run out of water, and then we would run out of power. I feel like power in space is real tough. Is there another way? I guess we could have a lot of accumulators. That just is really inefficient. What am I supposed to do here? I guess a nuclear reactor in space is just what I'm gonna have to do. That will make more power than I will ever need. And it will consume 10 water a second. And this makes 20 a second if I'm constantly feeding it. I see so many issues with using nuclear power to power a spaceship. But literally you cannot power a spaceship with solar if you want to go beyond the initial 3. Is there another source of power on Gleba? Maybe that's the Maybe I should just go to Gleba and see if there's another source of power on Gleba that I can use. Or can we burn carbon? Can we burn carbon to make power? I don't think so. I've never heard of that. 846. Fulgora is still functioning. I'm proud of this. Let's just stop this from backing all the way up. I'm not really proud of it. I'm just glad that it hasn't backed up to the point of falling apart while I haven't been watching. Which is what it's been doing every other time. And these red chips are so important. Every time we get a red chip from the scrap, we get more science, because that makes more green chips. Okay. Here's more purple science. So good. Okay. Yeah, let's just go to Gleba. Let's just go to Gleba and see what happens. I'm gonna want construction robots with me. And I guess I will... I was really trying not to stop... I was trying not to mess up this. But I guess I can just add a station where it goes to Gleba next. And then I can remove Gleba from the rotation. Yeah, let's do that. We'll send me up there. Look at that. The blue science is already backing back up. That's so good. We have a good system now. I'm proud of this on Navis. The only thing upcoming that we're gonna have to figure out is copper ore. And I don't even know... Yeah, there's a 2.8 million one down here. And a 9 million one with something sitting on top of it. And a 3.2. We'll be fine for copper. We'll just have to switch that soon. We have 2.9 million iron here still. And 3.7 million coal. Okay. To Gleba. Let me drop off... Well, I guess first I'm going to send my construction bots up to the escape pod. And then dump everything else. I'm going to Gleba with no materials. Again, I mean, I can drop off anything I want to at this point. It's just... I'm not going to initially. Can you... Oh, I have ammo still. That always gets me. Send me. Going back up into space. I hope I enjoy Gleba more than I liked Fulgora. People have been in chat and said Gleba is the worst, but I think Fulgora was the worst for my brain, my poor brain. I think next time I go to Fulgora, I will attempt to be a lot better at it. So we are going to then go to Gleba next, and it's going to wait until I am not here. And that's literally it. I think I can tell it to go too, and then I can get rid of the stop. So we can... It'll wait for fuel to be all the way back up, so we can just drop this stuff now. And we'll drop that. It has construction bots. Ooh, I should send some repair packs. I should have done that. Speed modules make the power consumption worse, but that's okay for now. Okay, this is going to take a moment to get fuel back up, and then we'll take off to Gleba. And my Fulgora Express, we still have 150 electromagnetic science it's waiting for. And this thing has been making white space science for as long as this game has been going effectively. I haven't even looked at this one in a long time. That's so funny. This one, I'll have to figure out later. I just don't understand the power. Maybe it'll all make sense once I go to Gleba. I sort of doubt it, but maybe it will. And this can go Gleba, and then it'll go to Volcanus, and probably try to go back home all in one trip. I could add Navi's back, so it just goes to Gleba and back, and then delete both of them. I guess we can have it wait here so that it doesn't take off again without me wanting it to. Okay. We're almost there. I'm very curious about what is going to happen on Gleba. I think Gleba is the planet that has those, like, six-legged monster freaks that are on the main menu sometimes. But it seemed like a farming planet. Ooh, something I did find out is how to keep the game going while I am on the research menu. Apparently, if you go into this and do Control Alt and click settings, you get the rest of the settings. And in here, there's a technology GUI pauses game that is auto selected, and I just unselected that. Before we fly off to Gleba and get stuck there, I'm going to save the game in case I have to reload. But anyways, that is a cool thing. I didn't know that. I mean, I assumed that setting existed, and people in chat said that it did, but they didn't know how to get to it. And so I looked it up between streams and found that online. So that's good, because I will waste time looking at research while I'm waiting for something, and then I'll come back and it'll be in the exact same spot I left it. To Gleba. Time to explore a new frontier. This game has, like, really cool graphics, but it's a really unique art style. I think we're gonna lose power, but it's not gonna be crazy. This ship is a pretty good, for what it is. I am pretty proud of my spaceship design. The thing that I need to fix in this would be to have another grabber that's automatic that will load ammo if I have less than a certain amount, and unload ammo if I have more than a certain amount. Almost at Gleba. And it's going to take off because I told it to take off when I'm not here. So before I am a fool, we're going to drop my construction bots so that it drops those, and then I'll hop off. So long, ship. I'll see you later. And it's off to go back home. Travel to Gleba. Oh. Here we go. Pick up my construction bots. Fresh start. New tip: agriculture and spoilables. Okay, let's go into this. Where are we? Agriculture. Okay, Entity Agriculture Tower allows planting seeds into seedable soil. Planted seeds grow into trees that can be harvested. Okay. Entity Yamako tree can grow on natural Yamako soil. It produces Yamako, which contains seeds to replant the tree. Okay. The plantation can be extended by landfilling nearby wetland by artificial Yamako soil. They're yellow on the map. Jelly stem grows on jelly stem soil and produces jelly nuts. Yes, I just landed on Gleba, Engelberty, which contains jelly nut seeds to replant the tree. The plantation can be extended by landfilling nearby jelly nut wetlands with soil. And it's magenta. And then there was something about spoilage, but I just imagined things go bad. Let's pick up these things. That's usually the first thing to do, is get just some resources and see what I can do. So we have spoilage. A burnable fuel. Okay, wait, there's gotta be a... What's the research on this planet? Wait a second, a heating tower. This might actually answer the question I was having. I didn't think that it would. Okay, so mine iron stromatolite, mine copper stromatolite. Let's figure out how to do that. Here's stone on the ground, And there's stone and stone. And more stone. Okay, there's a lot of stone. Okay, what is going on? Iron and copper stromatolite. Seems like spoilage is good. We're gonna have to get some stone for a burner, aren't we? Let's just hand mine it because I don't have any resources. And I just realized with 0 iron, I can't make anything. So I'm gonna have to hand mine some iron to start, it seems like. Iron stromatolite. And this is a small egg raft. Contribution to nearby attacks at current evolution factors 0%. What? Okay, a small egg raft. I'm gonna leave that alone. That looks... Iron stromatolite! Okay, there's iron here. There are some iron things in this water. Okay, that is good. We just got some iron. And iron bacteria. Iron bacteria, that's... Uh-oh. I shouldn't have mined all that. It's gonna go bad. Wait, when it spoils, it turns into iron. So that's good, right? I'm gonna watch my inventory and see. I'm assuming that if it goes to 0% freshness, it spoils and turns into the spoil result, which will be iron. So instead of iron bacteria, I'll just have iron. And if that's not the case, I'll see. Maybe it'll become spoilage too? Let's see what happens. Okay, we got a lot of iron. Yeah, it's just turning into iron. So when you mouse over it and it spoiled into iron, we have a lot of iron. Okay, and now we want Yumako and jelly nuts, so we can make that. But we need to find some copper stromatolites for the heating tower. And the heating tower is just for a kilo, so maybe I don't need to find that. Let's just put down some of this, put iron inside, and then burn spoilage. Oh wow, we go through spoilage real fast. Why did it explode? Boom puffs explode. Okay, good to know. So I guess be careful what you are destroying. Okay, we have some iron plates now. What does it take to craft a thing? Steel plates? Electronic circuits, landfill. I've never made landfill. What is that? Stone. Okay, we need to start mining some stone then. Let's get... Oh, burner miners. Okay. And we're gonna have to make electricity at some point. Spoilage. Nutrients from spoilage. Okay. Okay. So for now... God, spoilage really burns quickly, so I don't know what to... I don't know what to think about that. We get a lot of spoilage easily, but I'm gonna have to hand insert into the burner miner drills. What is this over here? This looks like... I'm hearing a creature. I'm not seeing a creature, but I heard a creature. Okay, we have iron. To make this, I need steel, but I don't need to worry about that yet. Let's explore a little bit more and find some copper stromatolite. I found iron in the water here. So maybe copper is going to be in the... Ooh, there is a red thing. A small egg raft. Okay. Maybe in like the green is the copper stromatolite. And while I'm running, let me just take down this stuff. That's a... Man. I'm scared of this planet. This planet so far has plants that want to kill you. And just gross swamps. Copper stromatolite. Are they in like a different type of water? Or are they not in water? Hairy club nub. Great. Oh, copper stromatolite. Okay, it is in like a green water. And then the copper bacteria does the same thing. Okay. So we can break a bunch of these. Let's go ahead and break these. Oh, that's so many resources. And we have a heating tower, and the heating tower generates heat from chemical fuels with very high efficiency. Does not stop burning when at maximum temperature. Can be used for steam power. Okay, so this is going to be how I do power here. I'm going to use heating tower, I guess. I need to make burner mining drills, like I was saying. We have the need to get more iron as well. God, I don't like that there is a egg raft right here. Kind of stresses me out. Like, what laid the egg? God, that's a... We can get iron real fast just by running out there, but... something is over there, too. Okay. We have burner mining drills now. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Let's just go ahead. Oh, God. Is there... Jelly nut, we can burn some of the things that you can craft, get and harvest. So maybe it's not gonna be... Well, I don't know. I don't know. Let me just... I'm not really sure what the plan is. It feels like I should be doing something other than yeah, don't worry about that. I should be doing something other than what I'm doing. to power this. How much? Yeah, that burns real fast too. Can I make... I can make some transport belts. It feels like we're gonna go through spoilage so fast and get so few pieces of stone. We might, by the end of this, be getting like thousands of spoilage a second and it won't be a problem. But for now, I'm a little confused. Can I... Okay, wait a second. I just thought, can I turn wood... No. Okay, I was thinking I could maybe turn wood into charcoal and use that. But that is not an option, apparently. Okay, so we need to make landfill. We can make one landfill. We need 20 spoilage, electronic circuits, and steel. So maybe, maybe I start making some steel. This is gonna take a really long time to get the steel I need. Honeycomb. God, things explode on this planet. Why are things exploding? The boom puffs, I just need to stay away from. Okay. There's a million miles of things that have spoilage that I can harvest. I like that these things glow in the dark, though. With tiny stinging barbs. Do they hurt me if I walk near them? I have to test while I'm thinking about it. No. Okay, tiny stinging barbs doesn't seem to actually mean anything. Here we go. I have the steel plates now. I need to also... Let's make some for copper. I went through all my spoilage already. This is insane. Okay, it's good we can just, like, come by and pick up rocks, but, like... Oh, God. So, this thing generates heat from chemical fuels with very high efficiency. Does not stop burning when at maximum temperature. So, this thing seems like another way to Wait, construction surface conditions. Pressure greater than or equal to 10, which is probably this planet. So I need to make this here and send it up to the spaceship. More spoilage. Can I just... Are these things safe to break? Seems like it. I'm glad I brought bots, by the way. This is the amount of spoilage I need to hand pick up would have driven me nuts. And I'm not even getting a lot of spoilage. I'm getting like a lot of stone and wood. That was not the type of thing I needed to break down. I guess I can burn wood. Wait, I just realized I can burn wood. Okay, well... That's on me. These things are out. 50 wood in both. That should be better than spoilage. Pick up some more stone. There you go. We've got a lot of things now. We can make an agricultural tower. Let's figure this out. We're going to need at least one, so I'm going to craft it. It's not going to be a waste. Plants, seeds, and harvests mature plants. And I think that... Is that going to be my next research? Do I have to make that? Or am I done? Yeah, no. I have to mine something. So, we have an agricultural tower now. It doesn't seem to like any of this. This stuff it might be okay with. Do I have to fill this in? It was saying something about filling it in. What happens if I put it down? It needs power. It needs power. So I need a heating tower. So I need concrete, which concrete is water. Is there water here? Because that can be power. It looks like there might be water to the south here. We're going to need an offshore pump. This looks like water to me. Is this water? Oh, is all of this water? It might all be water. I might not have to go this far to get water. Yeah, I think this is water too. So I can stay up here. This looks like it's growing plants here. Okay, we're just gonna... Let's stay close. This is water. That can pump water out. It's really nice that that doesn't need power. And we can just make a boiler and steam engines. We'll do that really quick. There you go. Boiler. Steam engines. Oh my god. Boiler. Steam engines. This is gonna need to burn some stuff too, but at least we will have some electricity. No. Here. Okay, it's connected to power. It has no power. Let's just put a couple down as an experiment. Is it working? Okay. I think we ran out of power, but this also doesn't want anything. Item ingredient shortage is the problem now. So let's use this stone that I picked up and make some landfill. Keep this going. If I landfill this area, that didn't do anything. Okay, I need to read that again. What can grow on tile natural Yumako soil? Appears on gleba. Wait, so is this not something that I can landfill? I thought it was landfill. The plantation can be expanded by landfilling nearby Yamako wetlands. Yellow on the map, magenta on the map. Oh, wait. I might have just landfilled the wrong spot. Is this what it's talking about? Landfill that? God, it takes a lot of stone to... make landfill. So let's do this. This is magenta on the map, right? This is where I am. Magenta. Let's try it. Did that not work? Maybe that wasn't it? It's a special kind of landfill. Do I have the recipe for it? Or maybe I just find a natural version of it. Like, this looks... Okay. This is magenta on the map. And that's green on the map. There's a lot of green on the map, but this is magenta on the map. We're gonna need more landfill. I might as well just pick it up. We have a lot of copper and iron. I guess we're gonna need more steel at some point, but I need to make a heating tower. And to do that I need concrete, and that needs water, so the water I just am pumping is... I need to move this. I need water to be accessible. Try this again. It's a special kind of landfill. I can only make one landfill. Can be placed on water to create terrain you can build on. I guess let's just pick this up and see. Do I see different things? It turns like... It feels like this is the good place. It wants this area. And the place I landfilled, it likes. It was close to it. So if I put this back, does it say it just doesn't have power? It just says it doesn't have power. Let's see if it works. Let's pick up some spoilage and give it to that thing and see what happens. God. $102 spoilage and 8 wood. I just want to do a test. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of resources. It's going to go through that so fast. There's no... It's not doing anything. Item ingredient shortage. Does it need seeds? I probably need seeds. And how do I get seeds? I have to find maybe a Yamako. It takes an hour for it to turn into spoilage, though, so once I find something, I'm going to need to plant it quickly. Burnable fuel. Is that all that these things are? No, I don't know about that. It's the most difficult part of Gleba, is the spoilage. Is this gonna try to kill me? It's a carnivorous plant, is what it said when I moused over it. Okay. Let's mine this stuff. Once it just runs forever. But until then, it takes a while. Okay. I need... What the... Please don't be mean. They... are gonna stay up there. Please. I saw a arachnophobia setting in the in the game menu, and I imagine it's for those things. Okay, I was looking for a plant that I could harvest and get a thing and figure out what I'm doing. It feels like... Oh, okay, these are small ones, by the way. Okay, and copper stromatolites are in here too, so I ran to a different type of water and they were just in this water. Oh, actually, this is the, like, close to the green water. This looks like special soil here. Is this green soil special? Funnel trunk. That green soil looks good. If I landfill off this, does it stay green? No. So maybe it's not that soil. Okay, well, I'm very confused. I'll figure it out. Probably. Got the amount of things I do not know about this planet are sky high. It's a honeycomb. We'll just take some spoilage, pick up rocks, I don't know if I should be wasting stone on this landfill yet. Okay, let's refocus. Make some concrete. We're gonna need an assembler. Make some concrete. Oh, assemblers need power. So they're sort of assuming I have power before I make a heating tower. If I want to make concrete, though, I only need 20 concrete. Let's just hook this up. We have water. I need stone bricks. Let's just take everything. Put those in. How many stone bricks am I going to need? 5 per? And this makes 10 concrete. And this, does this need, it does consume electricity. And we have some production. Available power, I guess it just like is able to have some power stored up. That's something I actually have not been aware of. These things have some power stored up, even though this has no fuel, because we have steam. We have some residual steam. That's great. So this is not generating any more steam, but we don't need any more steam. This is fantastic. We're just getting concrete. I guess I'll dump. I feel like the wood is more important than the spoilage, so let's just dump this in here and make more steam. Okay, we're good. Don't do that. We have 200 steam now. Don't waste any more. Fuel is precious. Heating tower. Heat pipes. I need steel. Great. And then let's go ahead and make some more iron plates while we're at it. Okay. We're about to get a heating tower. And it looks like these things can burn wood and spoilage, and it will be a lot more efficient. We shall see. And I need boilers, which that will be fine. It's just heat pipes are the steel. We'll use spoilage in the burner miners. It looks like burner miners can use spoilage more efficiently than anything else. And the agriculture tower I have not figured out. Cultivated with agriculture towers and processed in the biochamber, which I don't even have. You can't find iron, copper, crude oil, coal, or uranium, but plants provide alternative ways of producing needed items. Okay, I have not even got there yet, but it seems like a biochamber, I can turn plants into stuff I need. Most of the items from the agriculture come with the added challenge of spoiling over time. Even the science packs have limited lifespans and cannot be stockpiled. That is going to be obnoxious. 5-legged creatures are native of this planet. Solar panels are weaker but usable. Oh. Should I just put a solar panel down for the minute? For like the first bit of power I need? I want to make a heating tower. We are close to being able to make a heating tower, so I'm just going to do that really quick. It seems like that'll be really efficient. Well, that's what it says. It's going to be efficient. Whether it is or not, we'll find out, and then I'll have wasted a bunch of steel. I mean, I'm sure I'll need a heating rod at some point. So. Okay, let's make a heating tower. It's almost done, and then we'll see how this works. The heating tower. And it wants to get to 15 degrees Celsius. Oh, so this won't work on the space station. And this burns. It'll reach a temperature. The heat exchanger... Hold up. Outputs 40 megawatts. This consumes 10 megawatts of heat. But it says a minimum temperature of 500. It feels like such a waste of materials to test this out. But I have to test it. So this turns water into steam, and we can feed that into a steam turbine. And we need iron gear wheels and pipes. And the pipes are going to be... Those are the problem right now. I feel like we shouldn't craft this until we know that the heat exchanger actually works with this. So let's put the heat exchanger down. Hi. Heat exchanger. Right here. Can I do... this and... this? No, that's bad. This thing has a temperature of 15 degrees Celsius now. Has a minimum temperature of 500. I have a feeling this is not going to do anything. So if I throw something in here to burn, which I guess I could do spoilage. Let's just do this really quick. So we have, I guess we have some wood, but 140 spoilage. Time to experiment. I know there's no output, but it says low temperature. If I put half of this in here, it burns. Oh, wait. This thing can get really hot. God, that burns things fast. I don't know if that is true. I don't know if that's really efficient. From chemical fuels with very high efficiency. Oh, chemical fuels. So, solid fuel or rocket fuel, that would be really high efficiency. Well, 250% efficiency is fine, but I just burned through a lot to get to 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that's not going to be our power for the first bit. This seems more in line. We'll pick this back up. And these things can do some like passive energy. Item ingredient shortage. How do I get my first seed? I have an agricultural tower. Plant seeds and harvests mature plants. Getting a seed. Nutrients from spoilage. It will only last 5 minutes. What happens with nutrients? Hold up. Eaten by biochamber. Used in making soil. Can I make a biochamber? I can't make a biochamber because I need... Well, wait. Yeah, I need to mine a Yumoko tree and mine a jelly nut stem. What? Have I just not encountered one? Or have I maybe blown them up with my robots and so it's been mad? It's time to go on an adventure and find one of those trees. It looks like that might be the next step, and then get a biolab. I'm gonna assume they are very obvious when I see them. Slip stack. Those things need to stay away from me. A jelly stem. Here's one. Now, are there multiple of them, or is this... Okay, there's a Yamako tree and a jelly stem. And they are good for an hour. Great. And so now I'm gonna need... It looks like I need to make another one of those nutrient things to do some science. Okay, wait, what is this? Yamako processing. Iron bacteria can be used to make jelly. Copper bacteria. No, wait, no. I put jelly in and I can get iron. Okay, so let's just do another nutrient. I thought I needed that for my research. I have to make 10. I have to make 10 of them to get this. Okay. Let's get more spoilage. The countdown has started. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Those things explode though, so I'm gonna be away. There you go. And we make 3 more. Okay, biochamber. Burnt spoilage to make carbon. Okay, things are starting to come together. We need a biochamber real bad. A pentapod egg. I'm gonna craft with an egg. Is that the egg thing that I saw in the water here? Small egg raft. What happens if I... Is this going to... Are they gonna attack me? I think I need it. Okay, it's regenning though. Oh god. Oh god. Wait, is this what I need? I might have got the egg. Sorry. Jesus. Did I get an egg? I got a pentapod egg. Give me a biochamber. Okay. We're crafting a biochamber. And they tried to break some stuff. Did we make a bio? No, we're making a biochamber right now. There we go. Does this need power? No, it consumes nutrients. It can make biochambers. And it can... Holy crap, it can do so much. I guess we're gonna want to process our Yamakos, but these things turn into things with a 3-minute spoilage time. And jelly nut turns into jelly, which has a 4-minute time. And then what else happens? Are these assembler recipes to make... iron bacteria and copper bacteria? Okay, so we need to start making iron, which means jelly. So we do jelly nut processing, and then we're going to turn this into iron, right? So let's do this. It will be jelly, and it will give me something. So this is going to go jelly nut to jelly. I'm gonna have to be fast here. And now it needs nutrients. Okay. And it looked like I can make nutrients from something. This thing can make nutrients as well. We are making something. How long jelly lasts for 4 minutes? This is a lot of jelly. Hold up. I don't want... Jelly nuts can survive a really long time. Let's, how long do seeds last? Forever. Good. Put jelly in. And we're just getting spoilage. We have a 10% iron bacteria. Okay, well we are not efficiently using this. We're getting such a small amount of iron from that jelly. We are getting spoilage. And then this jelly, it looks like I can just eat it, or it'll turn into spoilage. Okay, on the other side of that, we can turn Yamako into mash. And then the mash can be turned into copper bacteria or nutrients or bioflux. Highly nutritious blend of gleba crops. And it seems like this is good, like a buff thing, but also you can craft it. We need to make carbon. Before our nutrients turn into nothing I can use, which is going to happen in just a moment. Oh my god, I think we beat it. I think we burnt it right before it spoiled. Okay, so everything is on a time limit here. And this is going to turn into spoilage. We already have spoilage. If I put carbon in here, does it burn better? It does burn better. Does carbon in here burn better? Ooh, it burns a lot better. Okay. Can I just craft nutrients in my hand? I don't have spoilage because it's all here. This is crazy. This planet is kind of crazy. So let's pick this up. Artificial soil. What is the thing for this? Craft. No, bioflux. I got bioflux. What is the artificial soil? 500 nutrients. And then I can make soil to do agriculture with. Okay, so we already used the nutrients. This thing needs to make nutrients. How do I do that? Nutrients from mash, and it makes nutrients. Okay. And we need another pentapod egg to make another biochamber. So I have to, like, go kill things on the planet? Or can I get those from elsewhere? This feels like I need to be prepared for things to attack me. Which I've not had to deal with before in this playthrough. I got some spoilage from something. I think the jelly. I'm gonna make some more ammo for myself. Okay, you can have some of my carbon. Okay, well, so now I have some seeds. And they can be planted on jelly nut soil. And jelly nut soil... Which one was that? Is that the purple one? Jelly nuts are magenta on the map. So if I put this back down, if I put you here, and I put seeds in, we are No spot seedable by inputs. Okay. So we are wrong. Can I just take this up here with me? Nope, it cannot go any further. Okay. I have 47 minutes left before I lose all of this. I guess we just want to craft with it while we have it, right? And I want seeds. That's the main thing I'm going to want right now. And jelly... What did I turn jelly into? Iron? And spoilage? I need to look. What else do I do with this? It can be burned. Or biolubricant. Okay. Rocket fuel from jelly. Okay, well, I don't... Can I do that yet? Rocket fuel from jelly? I don't know if I have that. I can. I can make rocket fuel. Rocket fuel from jelly. Maybe I have to craft some bioflux. Biofuel from jelly. Oh, no, that's this. Craft 25 bioflux. And what does this give me? Copper bacteria cultivation. Iron bacteria cultivate. Okay, let's make some bioflux if I can. Let's get some mash and jelly. So, start with jelly. And we're gonna need to be quick here because this stuff only lasts so long. Oh, and whatever goes into it comes out that freshness percent. That's bad news. Wow, I'm not getting any seeds. Okay, cool. Can you now make mash? We're gonna make bioflux. Oh, I'm gonna need nutrients. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna need some nutrients to make the bioflux. Can I get some spoilage? Give me some more nutrients. Mash. Put the mash in here. Put nutrients in. Keep it coming. I'm not getting a single Yamako seed. I need a seed from this. At the very least. We need more mash. More nutrients in. My god, I'm not getting a single seed from this. I'm gonna have to find another tree before I can even... Okay, I got one. God. Take this, mash in. Okay, bioflux doesn't last very long either. Wait, how long does it last? An hour and 6 minutes still. Okay, we're good. We got some seeds. Jelly and mash... I guess let's try to do copper bacteria and bioflux, iron bacteria and bioflux. Oh, wait, I can do this now. Bioflux, jelly, and water. We don't have enough jelly for that. Rocket fuel from jelly. I don't know what the next thing I need is. Jelly and mash It feels like I should try to make something from the mash before it spoils. Oh, there you go. The nutrients are going to spoil as well. And we... Can we turn the jelly into nutrients? Yeah, we don't need to, though. Everything is about to spoil. It just spoiled. Okay. So Bioflux, we have another hour. We researched Bioflux processing because I made 25 Bioflux. And I need 100 Bioflux to get the science pack. Pentapod egg. Can I make pentapod eggs? You can. Oh, God. And those spoil in 15 minutes? What happens if it spoils? It hatches? It looks like it hatches. Okay. What? Can I... Okay, make some more carbon, please. Oh, God. Okay, we need more spoilage. I feel like we are in a spoilage shortage, and soon we're gonna be like completely overwhelmed by spoilage. For now, for now, I do have a lot of stone. I have a feeling like I'm going to need to make... So this artificial soil is making 500 nutrients. And I'm supposed to just make this 500 nutrients from hand, I guess? Ooh, this music is good. Can be planted on jelly nut soil. Can I do this by hand? Maybe this is how I can find what jelly nut soil is. There's so much dark purple that I'm walking through. Maybe I can't plant it by hand. Because, like, the place on the map that I'm walking in is magenta. This feels like it should be jelly nut soil. Where did I find the jelly nut last time? Over here. Oh! That's very purple. So, is that gonna be the jelly nut soil up here? This is jelly nut swamp, I would imagine. Water cane. Slip stack. I feel like I should... I feel like I am discovering stuff, but then it's like wrong. Can be planted on jelly nut soil. And jelly nut soil just maybe doesn't exist here yet? Maybe I have to make artificial soil to get it. But to make artificial soil, I need to make 500 nutrients. Okay. So if this is the purple... think I found both of my plants over here. So maybe I'll go back there and see if I can plant there. We'll go back there, see if I can plant there. Because the plants were there. Look, there's a lot of plants here, which is nice because I can get spoilage whenever I need it. Now, this sort of reminds me of trying... Wait, is this it? Is this where I was? Yeah, it's very close to here. It's right here is where I think I found the plants. A funnel trunk. Okay, this is green soil. Can I put down a Yumako seed? I can. I probably should. It takes 15... If I put it down... Has 1% growth. Okay, so I can come back here and get that. Is there jelly nut soil over here too? I picked a jelly nut. So that soil is Yumako soil. Jelly nut soil is this stuff. And I can only plant one here? You didn't know I could plant them by hand? Well... When needs arise, cuddle pop. Well, look, this is how you know I'm playing this, without any knowledge, because, apparently I just taught you something. So then, I need this soil. And this soil. Now the problem is... Oh god. How am I gonna get more eggs? I guess I have to kill them? But then, like, once I kill them, their eggs are only good for a few minutes, so I need to make use of their eggs quickly. So I need to be ready for their eggs. So let's run back and get my... I'm solving problems you didn't know you had. That probably means I am missing something big. Okay, what am I gonna do then? So let's just look at this again. I need pentapod eggs to make pentapod eggs. And I need pentapod eggs to make biopods, right? I don't think I need them for anything else. I might need them for the science, but I'm not worried about the science. So I need pentapod eggs to make biochambers. So if I get a pentapod egg, I can turn it into 2 pentapod eggs by getting 30 nutrients. And at that point, I can make 2 biochambers from 1 egg. I'm going to need more biochambers than 1. And I'm gonna need nutrients. I'm gonna need nutrients to come out of 1 to feed another. Well, I also need nutrients in the one that's making nutrients, though, is the thing. Okay. So I can get 40 nutrients from 1 bioflux. No, 5 bioflux. Let's do nutrients from bioflux. Getting 40, and then what would I do with those nutrients? Nothing right now. Okay, so I have a few minutes. We're gonna just make a lot of ammo and have it equipped because we're about to go fight some pentapods and get some eggs. Then when we come back, this is going to be set up for this, and I can throw these in and get some nutrients really quick. Once I get the nutrients, I can throw them in here, make more some eggs, and then, so that means I need water to be hooked up. So let's get water down here so that I can hook it up really quickly. And I can put nutrients and a pentapod egg in, and I can get as many pentapod eggs as I can, and then make some biochambers. I can make electric circuits, right? I can make quite a bit, but is that okay? I'm out there, and then if I fill this up, we can get some more iron plates. And is that all we need for biopods? Yeah, we need iron plates. We need landfill, and I can make landfill. I've got a lot of stone. That's not the problem. Let's go ahead and just put some wood in here for now. This is how I play the game, because I am good at thinking. We're gonna do bioflux to nutrients, and actually, you know what? Before I run out of time, so in 50 minutes, between now and 50 minutes, I need to just make a ton of nutrients to unlock artificial soil. But for now, I want to see if I can use these for something else. We have 50 ammo. Let's go kill some things and get their eggs. This might be a disaster, and I might die. Is this a pentapod too? It is a pentapod. That is a big pentapod. 3,500 health. That has 800. Can I shoot you? Well, the egg rafts can give... When I killed the egg raft, I got a thing. Maybe I don't try to kill these. 3,500 health. That is so much. Iron gear wheel. Let's go back and get some iron. We're gonna get some help from some gun turrets on this. Cool. 2 gun turrets and then all the ammo I can make. And I need more iron. Okay. We have 2 gun turrets. Can I get half my ammo in my inventory? Put them down. Okay. I'm starting a war that I don't think I can win. No. Okay. These things... What is their... Resistance is physical, 50%. This feels like I'm about to make a huge mistake. Let's save the game. We'll see how this goes. There's 3 of them here, though. Can I... There's more than 3 of them. Ow! I've made a humongous mistake. Okay. We don't do that. It was a good thought. I just looked into the future, saw how that might go, and decided, let's not do that. Okay. So let's look for unassuming egg pods that I don't need to worry about getting killed over. God, I feel like did I get one? I got 2. I got 2 pentapod eggs. Okay, that was a much better way to get pentapod eggs. All you need to be told sometimes is to go and try a different solution to the problem. And then you can find a good solution. Okay, so let's put some of this in, and I'll need some nutrients to just craft from hand. How many do I need? 5? Oh my god. Okay, we have a lot of nutrients now. Let's make some pentapod eggs. Go ahead and put the water in. Put the nutrients in. Pentapod eggs in. We're making more pentapod eggs than probably I need. And then we're going to try to turn all of these into biopods. These things go in there. How much landfill do I need? 1. Nutrients? 40. Green chips? 5 per. I want 5. I should have had these things crafted beforehand. I'm gonna need 5 landfill as well. And what was the other thing? A ton of iron. These nutrients are disappearing quickly. Put that in. Come on. Come on. Landfill going in. Landfill's in. All of the nutrients are going away. Let's go. We have another 20 seconds. Ooh, oh, and I need to make more greens. Greens. It's gonna run out. Three seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Where we lose. We got it. We have 1 more pentapod egg. So let's not let the pentapod egg go to waste. What else can I use you for? Gathered from, looted from, used in science, biochamber. We need, let's just make another one of these. So let's make some nutrients. From you. Put that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 80. do a biopod. Put everything in that we could need. And we don't have any more pentapoda eggs threatening to hatch. And we have 7 biochambers. We have seven biochambers. And now, let's go ahead and try and get artificial soil unlocked. Because we're gonna need bioflux at some point, but it's only good for another 45 minutes. We have 75 nutrients. Let's do this. There you go. Make carbon before the nutrients go away. And let's do the same thing over here, actually. These nutrients are all going to just turn to spoilage. Okay, well, we got some carbon. How are we doing on steam? We're okay. We still have wood in here, though. Great. So this is all spoilage now. Okay. Well, something I learned is that I don't think this is going to protect me. If those things decide they want to kill me, they can kill me. It can be game over real fast. Let's just make one nutrient and finish this off, because it's almost done. There you go. How are you doing? Make one more. Ooh, actually, how many do we need? 6? This is a whole nother puzzle, but I have to admit, so far, I like this puzzle more than Fulgora. There's some weird things going on here, but I think that they are more fun to wrap my head around so far. I have another jelly nut seed. Maybe I can harvest those now. We might be back to harvesting. Glebo is your first planet. It's pretty cool so far. So next step is getting all of those seeds automated, and then turn those seeds into everything that I need. Because I can make Yamakos into jelly and mash. And then jelly and mash can make copper and iron. And also nutrients, and bioflux. Probably more important is bioflux. So we need to turn them into jelly and mash, and then bioflux. And bioflux can turn into plastic. Okay, there's some steps to take. These things can also make petroleum or oil. Do I have oil on this map? I don't think I saw anything to like get oil pumped out of the soil as I was running around. So I wonder if I can make oil from something. I must be able to make oil with something here. Not that I have not unlocked yet. Maybe once I have artificial soil. I love that Gleba was your first planet and you didn't have the same problems that I was having. What does that say about me? Let's go ahead and get all this iron while I'm here. I'm gonna check on my plants I planted. Okay, here's my Yamako tree I planted. It's fully ready to harvest. And here's my jelly stem ready to harvest. Let's take them back down. And actually let me plant a jelly nut seed back in its place. And I really, really, really hope that I get some more Yamako seeds, because this would be it. I'd have to go find another Yamako tree somewhere. I feel like I'm in the Minecraft realm of I need a sapling to make more wood. So let's go ahead and we are in the realm of let's get a lot of nutrients. So let's do 5 here. And now that we have nutrients, we'll put it here. And then let's make mash. Actually, wait. Yeah, we'll do... No, let's do jelly nut stuff first. Jelly lasts longer. Jelly lasts 4 minutes. Are we gonna get another jelly nut seed? Yes. Okay, that's a lot of jelly. And I need to actually figure out what I'm going to do with all this. This can go into... I can make copper and iron. Or bioflux. Bioflux seems like the way to keep it stable for a longer amount of time. You can eat the jelly. I didn't get any more Yamako seeds. When you eat the jelly, it gives you movement speed, and when you eat the mash, it regenerates health. Okay. Let's do some more nutrients. I'm panicking. Yeah. Then let's make... You had to run a lot between your base and your landing spot. Jelly was awesome. Yeah. Let's make some more bioflux. I can't believe the mash... I didn't get a single Yamako seed from all that. I mean, let's just make some of this so I can get some artificial soil going. I don't need any more of this, I don't think. But I wanted the research. So now that I have artificial soil, I can craft it, right? And you need seeds to place it? Okay. So this is the thing we need now. Let's go ahead and... just make some carbon with the nutrients while I have it. Okay, did we... We have a lot of spoilage again? Because something spoiled. I think a lot of jelly spoiled. Or maybe nutrients spoiled. But it was probably jelly. We're making carbon, though, so that's good. So at some point we're going to want to generate a lot of copper. But I need bioflux for that. The problem is that everything disappears. Feels like if everything didn't disappear, like it wouldn't be that hard to solve. Let's go ahead and... just put some of the carbon in there. We do want this too. Okay, what? Oh, wait. Petroleum, we have gas, water barrels. These are just barrels of stuff. That doesn't help me. I thought that I found how to make oil on this planet. There has to be a way, but... I mean, we can do a pump jack, but I haven't found any oil. There we go. Okay. Okay, next step. We were successful. We made a whole bunch of biopods. What's the point? So, let's start thinking this through like adults. So the first step... Actually, the first step needs to be making, like, automating plants. So let's try and get... We need another jelly nut seed, but we also need to... We need, like... Okay, to do this, we need to find a lot of jelly nuts, and Yamakos and get a lot of seeds. And so to do that, we probably have to go on an adventure and find some somewhere. Because this is working right now, but it's the only plant that I know exists. Although this spot here, that's where I planted it, and it's white on the map. That might be more jelly nut. See, like trees. Are these white things trees? Time to explore. Before I explore, let's pick all this up. Time to explore. To the southwest is a white thing on the map. I'm running to it. And if it's the green area, so this could be Yamako trees, like a forest of Yamako trees. It is. Oh my god. Okay. Yamako trees are going to be the first ones that I automate, turns out. We're just going to do 3 of them for now. I don't want to cut down a whole forest. I thought that I was set on the jelly, but honestly, I do need to get seeds. So this, I might not be fine still. We have bioflux, so first off, deforestation is bad. It is bad. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need, oh my god, look at that. Okay, we have the 80. Now let's make mash. We got a seed. We need a lot of seeds from this. This mash might just turn into, oh, you know what? I think this mash is going to turn into copper. Let's make, copper bacteria. Hey, Renegade, how you doing? Oh my god, I got some seeds. Run back over here. We'll get this. The copper bacteria. And then we can do copper bacteria. No. Just keep doing that. We are on Gleba. This is my first day on Gleba. I'm figuring out what the heck I'm doing. And by figuring it out, I mean I'm actually really, really lost still. But, at least I am doing something, right? So I got 3 seeds from 150. We've got copper bacteria. And we can turn copper bacteria into... four copper bacteria. Like this. So that's like a lot more efficient way to get copper. And that's just going to turn into 3 seeds from 150 is bad luck. I've had bad luck this entire time. Okay. But now I can make a Yamako seed soil. I need some more nutrients. Well, wait a second. Yamako soil is the green, and I'm not in the green area. So the jelly nut soil is right here. Let's go up and harvest my jelly nut tree and see if I can get some jelly nut seeds. This area up here that has the jelly stem and like it has both soils that I want. This might be where I need to move my base to, right up here. I don't really have much of a base right now, so I might move up there, even though it's right next to horrible spider monsters. That might be the spot to be. Okay, so we make nutrients. We put nutrients in. And then let's make some jelly. Can I get jelly nut seeds? I already have one. I'd like 2 more. We got 1. This is supposed to, by the way, give me 2%. So I guess 2% is pretty low. So getting 1 seed from 50 is about average. So 3 seeds from 150 is actually average as well. So let's pick up and leave. I don't need to be here. 2% plus 50% productivity bonus on top. But that's only if when the productivity bonus kicks in, it happens to give me a seed, right? Ow. This place is the opposite of Navis. Yeah, it's interesting. It should give me more than 2%. It didn't. But it should. If it was kind, it would have. Okay, so now let's do this again. There's 1 spot here that can make a plant, and we can make that better. But let's go ahead and put this whole system back down. Boiler, steam engines, there you go. Let's just take the wood and dump it in. To make 200 steam will cost a bit of wood and then it will stop. Right? It did before. Okay, yeah. Now it's all full. A living alien environment. Well, obviously, yeah. So this is going to be a Yamako tree. So if I put a seed here, if I put seeds here, and then hook this up to power, it should plant it. What is it doing? Okay, we planted a tree, waiting for plants to grow. And at this point, Now, we have 2 more Yamako seeds. So I can make some Yamako soil and expand this out a little bit. We also have jelly nut soil right here. That's why I wanted to move up here. So we can have a jelly nut harvester. Well, can it? Can it? It's green. It is green somewhere. There you go. If I put this here. Oh, we need 3 landfills to do that. That's fine. I have a lot of stone. And then let's make another agricultural tower. And then we can put some jelly nut seeds in here. And so now, these will harvest them. Oh, well, they'll harvest them as soon as they can. So now we have the problem of they will only last for an hour once they are harvested. And I'm assuming the output is going to be where I'm going to want to have my inserters start sending things away. And this is on another part here, so I can't build here. I need to make some more landfill. Am I done with landfill? That was everything? Okay. Can I... It didn't connect. We need a little bit more landfill. This can go like this. And there you go. And then this can go here. Let's just think about this for a second. This can empty. Is that close enough, actually? I need a landfill. There you go. Okay. So, this will take the jelly nuts, and this will take the Yumako. And those plants, once harvested, because this is going to harvest in like pretty soon, actually. These are going to harvest pretty soon. We take it to a biochamber. We need to automate everything. Once the automation starts, it needs to like be on a track the whole time. It needs to be moving the whole time. So right now, I just want to see if it unloads correctly. So this is going to be done in just a few seconds. And then once it harvests it, I'm assuming it will do what I think it will. Oh my god. I just realized that the landfill that I'm going to be making with this... Oh, it makes 10 landfill. So that's good. Did it just harvest it? It did. It harvested it. and I can pick it up, but that works exactly how I thought it would. Let's make some nutrients. We have a lot of nutrients here. Make mash. We got a Yamako seed. And so then we're going to want an inserter that only takes seeds and puts it back in here. Although for right now, we're not going to automate beyond this. Let's just go ahead and... Are you going to harvest soon? Yes, very soon. So you are going to do this. Let's put another one down. We're gonna make that. And then you're going to make some more of that. Throw this in. Throw these in. I'm trying to do this before the nutrients all turn to dust, but I think they're gonna go bad in a minute. Okay, well, we need more nutrients. There you go. You have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna be honest. Right there with you. What can we do with jelly again? We can make lubricant. Let's go ahead and make one of these just off to the side here. Make biolubricant. Pipe it in. Put all the jelly in. Let's store it. Was that all the jelly we had? I think so. We only made 80 lubricant. Well, actually, I think I probably just destroyed a lot of it in the pipe, but... Okay, did we not get any jelly nut seeds? We got quite a few Yamako seeds. And we planted another jelly nut. Okay. We finished agricultural science research by doing a lot of bioflux. And with that, we have unlocked a bunch of research. Health. That's cool. Carbon fiber. To make stack inserters, plastic bar productivity, epic quality, rocket fuel, a tree seedlings. That's probably for Navis, to like make forests on Navis, maybe. Just so you know, Renegade, I started this place today, so if you watch from the beginning of the stream, you and I will be in the exact same knowledge standpoint. And actually, not even the beginning of the stream. It was really like an hour into the stream when we got here. Let's make this. And I don't want to do it like that. Oh god, we harvested another one. Can I turn you off? I guess... Okay, well... Let's just make some mash. And then make nutrients out of this. Make one. God, there's so much going on. Doing this all by hand is ridiculous. We have that now. Let's make this by hand. We got another seed. Do I make just more bioflux? Oh my god. What do I need? Yeah, let's make bioflux. Just more bioflux. I need to do this. I might need to take these things down for the time being. Or disconnect them from power. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just disconnect it from power. We'll hook it back up later. But I can't have it keep on harvesting things, because I'll just be in an endless cycle of needing to do things quickly because it will spoil otherwise. And bioflux is good for like an hour, so we don't need to hurry into using that. So that's good. And then we can do the same thing again. Turn this into lubricant. Yeah, we're making essentially 80 lubricant every time I do that, but that way we don't waste the jelly and turn it into spoilage. Something I did quickly and then had to stop paying attention is Yamako soil. I made some. So that is over here. And I don't know what this means. Oh, I think that's for this. So it needs a whole block of the soil to be filled to be able to plant. So if I just do this, it can plant in 2 spots. And that only used 1. And so we can probably do that. And there you go. That's another one. That's another spot. And right now we've got 2 overlapping things, so that's why it looks a little confusing, I think. And so this needs... what? 4, 5, 6. I don't think there's another square that I can fill in that will be good there, but that means we actually can plant a lot of Yamako trees there. And the jelly stem, we do not have enough seeds to do the soil. So we need another go of that. Because jelly stem soil will need some more seeds as well, and I need landfill, actually, at this point. I need to continue mining stone. Is there stone near me? Doesn't look like it. Do I run back down to the stone down here and mine that? Or let's explore up to the northwest and see if there's something I can mine near me. I don't know if this is actually closer. There is a small strafer. No, there's some Yumako trees up here I can chop down too, though. Oh, and a small egg graft. Man, what a planet this is. Okay, there is stone over here. Just since I'm here, I'll just do it here. And then let's make chests for all of these, so I can just run back and pick up stone whenever. And I don't have a lot of carbon. Carbon seems really, really useful. But I should be able to mine a chunk of stone with that. Maybe I would do spoilage. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what fuel I'm supposed to use on this planet still. It feels like I should make biofuel, like bio-rocket fuel. It's not wood and it's not coal. Yeah, carbon is, like, if you're in space on a space platform, you can get some carbonic asteroid chunks, and it will, essentially, it's coal. It's like a better coal, I think. And it's worse than solid fuel. I think it's just like what's available in space. It's not really present on Navis. Hey, Kaio, how you doing? Gleba is going. I'm actually really enjoying Gleba right now. It's, so far, it's fun. I think it's very slow going. I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing. I just got a section where I can start harvesting Yumako trees. And there's jelly stem right here. So I found a little spot where I can harvest both of them relatively close by to each other. And now I'm about to start the process of figuring out how in the world I'm supposed to get everything hooked up. Currently, I guess currently let's just like think through this. I have some lubricant saved up because I didn't want jelly to turn bad. So let's do this. There you go. I don't know. Did you guys just see that message pop up? Because that come from Scratch again? Yes, I came with absolutely nothing, except for my 40 construction robots. Other than that, I have nothing. It looks like you guys didn't see that message. So I think that Twitch stopped their message from showing up, and I got to just ban them ahead of time. You saw it pop up? Okay. Well, I was hoping Twitch was good at that. I think this heating tower is useless, but oh, cool. Well, either way, let's think through this puzzle. The agricultural tower is going to put Yamako seeds down. And then this thing is going to take Yamako seeds back. And then they will go back in. So let's just make like some more inserters. Then we will also have mash. And mash, I guess first I need to insert this into here as well. Then mash can be used to make copper and to make nutrients. Now the problem is this is also going to need nutrients at all times. In order to craft anything, this is going to need nutrients. And nutrients are only good for a few minutes. It takes five minutes for nutrients to spoil. So it seems like, yeah, you need nutrients to make nutrients. But you also can turn spoilage into nutrients. So if nutrients go bad, you can turn them back into nutrients. So let's go ahead and just think for a second. I sort of want my base to be close together because the longer it takes for things to move on a belt, the longer they die. So it's not going to be a permanent system. But if we put like spoilage in here just for now, we would make like 20 nutrients. So the first thing we need to do is probably we need to turn some mash into nutrients to keep things going, and we need to turn some mash into something useful. There are day and night cycles on every planet, and you can see it from this thing. So day and night cycles are 10 minutes on Gleba. On Volcanus, they're a minute and a half, and on Fulgora, they are 3 minutes. And Navis, which is normal, is a 7-minute day-night cycle. So the day-night cycle on Gleba is longer than Navis by a few minutes. So we make nutrients, we feed nutrients in to make the Yamako seeds and mash. Once we have mash, we'll need the mash to go out onto another line. And let's think through what the mash would be used for. Mash can go over here for now. Mash is used to make some nutrients and to make bioflux. And bioflux can be used to make nutrients. So actually, we might just make nutrients here and do... We need to have a nutrients from spoilage, but we also should have a nutrients from bioflux. And that's going to be where we get most of it from. Yeah, effectively, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure out what... The end goal, by the way, is that I can turn bioflux and jelly and stuff into rocket fuel. I can turn jelly into lubricant. I can turn bioflux and mash into plastic. I can make sulfur with spoilage and bioflux. So I can make like most of the resources that I will need from just these mash and jelly. And I can turn mash into copper, and I can turn jelly into iron. No, I sort of gave up on redesigning my ship before I came to Gleba because, um, as I was getting into this and trying to figure out how to use steam power, I thought maybe there was a better solution to using steam power in space that I didn't have yet. And I think I might have actually found it. I think the heating tower might be what I want. Because I was thinking I needed to... Oh, I think Twitch just crashed. But I think that I was... let me look at the... I'm pulling the stream manager back up. Okay. I was trying to do nuclear power in space, and I think that the heating tower can do what I needed it to do and burn carbon to make heat, to make steam, to do power. But without power, it was hard for me to design the ship. So instead of resolving that, I just went to Gleba and hoped that something would come to me, and it did. I think heating towers are the solution, potentially. Because it can take carbon and burn carbon and make heat. And when it makes heat, it will be able to feed directly into a heat exchanger to turn water into steam once we heat the heat exchanger up enough. I don't know if it's actually possible, but I'm going to try that on a spaceship and see what happens once I get off Gleba. But now I'm on Gleba, and I'm going to need to make a rocket silo on Gleba before I can get off. So, mash. We make mash. It's unfortunate where I put the storage tank, but you know what? We have some lubricant. I guess I could put lubricant into a container so I can move it. Can I do that? How many? 50 lubricant in a barrel? Yeah, let's get 3 barrels. There you go, and we lost 9 lubricant there. So there you go. 3 lubricant barrels on me. I can do that later. Okay, so we're gonna need like a looping nutrient belt. And these will also have spoilage on it, and the spoilage will go into here. So this is going to only want spoilage, and it will output only nutrients. And then similarly, this will input only bioflux and then output only nutrients. Cool. And then this will input only nutrients and output spoilage to make more nutrients. I feel like I'm not really solving anything. Let's go ahead and make some more iron plates because I'm going to need them. So what's the next thing that I need? We have nutrients sort of working, but in order to make bioflux, that's what we need. We need bioflux next. But we're going to need mash for other things. So let's have mash go down here and make bioflux, and we can come down later and... What's that? Iron? I need iron. I'm going to need a lot of iron. We'll make bioflux down here. And that's going to be jelly, so we need to have the jelly processing plant ahead of that. And it would be nice to have it hooked up to this nutrient line. Okay. We need our jelly production and our mash production to be roughly equal. And it's not going to be for a little while. Okay, can we do this, put it on, and then we need to have the same thing where the seeds come back in. That's going to be hard because I don't have enough platform to get another line here. Okay, for now, output the jelly nut seeds into a chest. And it's going to be made of wood. Also, inserter. Actually, so this would make jelly. They have seeds coming out and jelly coming out. And the jelly can go up here and maybe do that. I'm not sure which side it's going to try to put the mash on. But it'd be great if it was the left side so that this would have a double line and go into this. They're both going to be on the same side. But if this is left, it'll feed onto the right here, is what I'm thinking. If they're both left side, it's just like if this drops it off on the right and this drops it off on the right, we'll have a problem. But if it puts it on the left, we're good. They always insert on the right if it's a straight belt. Great. So we're gonna need a splitter. Well, actually, wait. Well, I'll figure that out. The goal is they both go onto the same thing, and this can just grab both jelly and mash and make bioflux. At which point, it can output bioflux here. It actually can output everything. Bioflux and nutrients can go out here. And input only nutrients. And this would make that, and we're also going to have to output spoilage. So this has to output just jelly. And then we output spoilage. Like this. And then go... Yeah, just dump it onto the line. Okay. how many belts do I still need to make? It would probably be good to have iron and copper automated as well. Let's do that, and that should finish this. I need 2 inserters. No, I need more than 2 inserters. I need a lot of inserters. Okay, and then automating iron and copper is going to come from jelly and mash as well. But right now, this might be enough of a setup. Well, how am I going to get power too, actually? I need to burn stuff to get power. Well, I'll worry about that in a second. Okay. Let's go here. There. That has power. We are going to be burning in the meantime. So we have everything hooked up to power except for the harvesters. And this is going to need nutrients hand-fed to it at the moment. I messed that up. Okay, I'll hand-feed it for a minute. Let's just... If we put it here, and we put this here, what should happen if I were to put 5 here and start the process off with a nutrient. Is to do this. And that would feed everything, supposedly. So we can start the nutrients here. And then at this point, mash will be coming out. And you were right. And this needs nutrients. So let me just pick up some nutrients and dump it in here. Now jelly and mash are on the same line in the same spot, which is unfortunate. So that isn't going to work, but it is going to output biofuel here. And this thing doesn't need to... no, sorry, this way. It's going to need another one of these, actually. And put that inside. And we... Actually, I think are doing okay power-wise, because... Okay, and then this is all going to be a problem, because... it's all in the same line. So I guess the solution to that would be to just do this. And do it exactly how I wanted it. And we need some more nutrients. And that makes bioflux. The problem that we're facing is that we also need to feed bioflux in. I mean, nutrients in to make these things. So that has no power. That has no power because nothing can reach it the way I've built this. Okay. Okay. We should be... And now we have no mash. I'm trying hard here. I'm trying hard. The way that this is set up is a bit of a disaster. But we're planting a lot of plants. We do have some seeds. We have jelly nut seeds that came out. That's great. And the jelly is all backed up. And this stuff can spoil on a line. So we need to worry about that as well. And this stuff is going to back up. Well, actually, this stuff can spoil. That's fine. So we need to input we want you to only grab nutrients. And do it like this. And then input the nutrients right there. God, we need more iron. Let's go mine iron. And this is the problem that we are facing right now, is that these nutrients, we're making too many nutrients. Okay. There's so much wrong with this. We've started the process. This stuff needs to be making copper and iron. Okay. Hi, turn off. Turn off, please. Okay, we're getting a lot of spoilage back onto this line, which is good, and it'll be nutrients again. That's fine. This has to output literally everything. It'll output that. And it can output spoilage at some point. So now we also need... We need iron bacteria and bioflux, which we're making a lot of. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. I haven't had lunch, and it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just realized that time has completely left me behind. So this is where I'm going to end this part, and I will be back probably later today to continue my Gleba campaign. I think it's going okay so far. I just need to fix up what I just designed. But we're about to have a factory on Gleba to start making things, and I think the goal when I come back will be to automate iron and copper from plants and then figure out a fuel source. But it's been fun. Yeah, it's what happens when I play Factorio. It's been a lot of fun. I streamed for 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's crazy. Cool. I'll be back on later. I'm addicted to this game. I love it. Have a great Saturday, everybody. I'll see you later.